Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I hope that everybody is having a good Saturday. I had to think about what day it was for 1 second. I hope everybody is having a good Saturday. And Boop, I do have cat treats down here. So shall we so guys, I owe Boop. I also owed Litsa a cat feed from last weekend. I didn't have any cat treats down here. I made sure, well, Logan brought them to me because I forgot. So I have a small little baggie with some cat treats in them. So I am we'll start off the stream by giving Miss Prim. Oh, and Litsa's here too. So perfect. So I'm going to start off the stream by giving Prim treats that are from Boop and from Litsa. Okay, Prim, these are from last week. Don't worry, they're not stale. Do you like this kind? I hope you do. Hold on, we'll do one at a time. They're bigger ones. What do you think? Is that a yummy kind? Yeah. That's so good, isn't it? You ready for one more? Good job. Okay. All right. You can say Primmy, but that's fine. She's so cute. Although I don't think anyone saw her tush. She is a big smoochy pants. Okay. Yes, I did. All right, guys. Buckle in. Are you ready? Are you ready to buckle in? Got your seatbelts on? Because we are strapping in. And we are getting right down to business. All right. So first things first that I want to say. So I do have the beta of the rebalancing over here on my Better Days farm. My goodness. I didn't even notice. What is this arrow? Oh, okay. Well, so this is even different. I'm not even talking about this today. I'm just going to click this so it stops bouncing. Why are you bouncing? I don't need you to bounce at me. Can you stop? I don't like how it's pulsing on my screen. My goodness. My goodness. I know, but I don't want to be forced and I hate the new truck board. I do not like the new truck board. I just want to point that out there. Okay. There's like way too much stuff that has been happening within this game. Funkle, what's not worth purchasing? The farm pass? Or are you talking about the decos? Guys, there's just like so much stuff that is going on. So much stuff. Yeah, the new truck board, what is this? It's hideous. It's hideous. And I've already seen this. I don't even want to look at it anymore. Okay. So there's a lot that is going on within the game. So today we're going to focus on one aspect of it. We're going to focus on the rebalancing. I don't even know if I send a truck, can I get this thing to stop flat? Oh, wait, let me hit it. Oh my gosh, it actually worked. We honestly could go look at like an old video of mine, Lisa. But it's this, whatever this junk is, it's awful. It's awful. It's so bad. It really is. So, Chris. All right, guys. So let's strap in. First, I would like to see a raise of hand. Just put like a heart emoji. Let's do that. Or the hand, it doesn't matter. If you have seen the new balancing beta on one of your farms. So who here has gotten, just raise your hand or put a heart in the stream and let me know if you have gotten the new the balancing beta. I don't know what we're gonna call it, the balancing beta. Should we just call it that? While we're talking about that, I'm gonna switch back to my main farm because oh my goodness, look at the bouncing. So much bouncing. Can I just like cover that up? Can I just make my I'm just gonna make my ew. Okay, let's just click on things. No, goodbye, see you later, don't care. No, I know how to participate. Go away. We're just gonna click on things to make it stop bouncing. This needs to stop bouncing. Okay, we're good. We're good. Because I can see Ray in the stream. Ray, did you say what level you were? Guys, anybody remember what level Ray's farm is? It's so weird, Chris. So Mace got it on his baby farm. Siddharth has it. I'm assuming, does anyone have it on their... Let's do this. Does anyone, I know I did say Scream. Does anyone have it on their main farm? $3.15. Does anyone have... Now I don't want to click on you. So Nada has it on her main farm. Does anyone have it on their main farm besides Nada? Let's go, hold on. Guys, why is everything so laggy too? It's so laggy. I don't like it. I do not like it at all. My goodness. Okay, so hold on, I'm gonna read chat while I'm buying. Galaxy, welcome. Let's see. So Diane, you also have it on your main farm. Okay, so Diane has it on her main farm. Nada has it on hers. Wait, Katina, that's your main farm that you have it on? Wait, Chris, you have it on your main farm too? Antoinette has it on her restart farm. Okay, so not very many of you guys have it on your main, though. I don't have it on my main. I don't have it on my main farm. I started checking when it got released on, when was this, Monday? When did it come out? Monday? Tuesday? So I started looking. I didn't get very far. I checked my main, I didn't have it on my main, and then I checked Teenager Farm, and I didn't have it on Teenager Farm. And then I checked Plumpkin, and I didn't have it on my Plumpkin farm. And then I went to Better Days, and I had it on Better Days. So I was like, oh, damn. And I started to, I grabbed my notebook, and I spent probably 2 hours, and I didn't even get through like, I don't even know, 12 of the machines. Like, because I was writing down all the differences in the times and all that kind of stuff. So you need to play the Valley for the Deco. It's one of the best I've encountered. All right, I'll go check it out. When did Valley start? Like, do I actually have time to do it? Yeah, Ray, if Ray comes into stream, he does it to give me a little sale. Galaxy, I don't know. I just need to figure out like my schedule, and I assume that I can use Restream to stream on TikTok at the same time that I'm streaming on YouTube. So that's what I just have to make sure and figure out how to do it. I also need to get a couple of mods that I trust that would be willing to mod for me exclusively on TikTok. So Sheila hasn't gotten any of her farms. YouTube Billa has it going. It started on the 4th. Oh, it's been a while. Wait, what? How is it not already done? On the 4th, that was 2 weeks ago. Okay. So for the beta, guys, for those of you who have not seen it, no, we're gonna talk about the balance changes that came to the game. That is so involved that we're just going to focus on that today, and then we'll talk about the tiny trail at another time, because that is also something else. But the problem is that they've changed so much stuff within the game that it would take like literally hours to go over everything. It's going to take this entire stream just to talk about the balance changes. Because it's not just production time, guys. It's production time, and they changed the value of the coins. So, like I started saying, I started going through and I want to say, like, I'm trying to think what machine I got to. I know I got to the ice cream maker. What comes after the ice cream maker in, like, order? I'm trying to think if I stopped at the ice cream maker. I think I may have stopped at the ice cream maker. So however many machines that is, it literally took me like 2 hours just to do like all the stuff there. So yeah, I have a spreadsheet as well. Mace, who is your spreadsheet from? Oh, I don't know who that is. Okay. Well, so I'm not going to use theirs because I'm like, I don't want to, I mean, that's cool that you sent it to me. I appreciate that. So guys, so Katina reached out to me and do I need 10,000 cream? Probably not. So guys, what the reasoning is, I have no idea, but how would that stop the sugarcane bots? How would that stop sugarcane bots? No, I'm answering honestly, by the way. Like, I'm asking that honestly. I'm not asking that to be like a smarty pants. Like, if anything, that would just make it be, they're just gonna, I don't know, they're just gonna harvest it faster? Like, you know what I mean? All right, guys. Ray, thank you very much for the sale. We're gonna switch farms, guys, and we're gonna talk about the changes. So Katina reached out to me, and she very graciously provided me with the spreadsheet that she designed, or that she like made. So Katina is really funny too, because I was like, oh, I don't know the German names, and then I realized you put them in English, like a couple of rows to the right, because I was like, I'm assuming that brat is bread, but that's about it. So I appreciate you for putting the English names in there too. And when I have more time later, I'm probably gonna I think I'm gonna condense it so that it's just the products that got changed. All right, guys, so we're over on better days, right? So the first thing I want to say before we start going over the products, the first thing I want to say before I start going over the products is Sugarcane Bots sounds like a girl. That's actually a really good name for a band, Chris. We brought is soup in Scottish, in Gaelic? Really? I did not know that. That's funny. I did not know that. Okay. So the first thing I want to say, first of all, this is a beta. test, right? It's a beta test. Let's start with that. What does that mean? That means that this is something that Heyday is testing out, right? So a beta test is something is a test, right? Usually subject to change. May not even stay around. They could decide that they don't like this anymore and got too much, backlash or something. It didn't work the way that they intended it to work. So they could just scrap it and all of this could go away. So anything that we talk about today, you need to take with a grain of salt because it literally could change tomorrow. Wake up on Monday morning and these changes are no longer in the game. So just keep that in mind, that this is a beta test and that is not necessarily going to stay in the game. Or if it does, that it might change significantly, right? Wait, Ray, you have more stuff for me? So keep that in mind. Okay, now second is that, oh my gosh, that's not what I'm talking. Think about the fact that everybody plays the game differently. Some people really might not like the fact that the product's times were changed, okay? And some people might really like the fact that the product times were changed. I personally am not necessarily against the times of the products being changed or balanced, whatever you want to call it. They're calling them balance changes or something. I am personally not against that. But when you change things, you have to think about the balanced portion of it too. You can't just reduce the time on something, but not reduce the time on the ingredients that you need to make the item. Because then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you make, raspberry muffins, or what is it? Not raspberry muffins, blackberry muffins, 3 minutes. If you run out of blackberries, because your blackberry bushes, the time for them to grow has not changed, right? So if you start off with 50 blackberries or whatever it is, and then you use them all up really quickly because your blackberry muffins now take 3 minutes instead of 38 minutes, you are going to run out of blackberry muffins, or like the ingredients to make the blackberry muffins. So it doesn't even matter that it's 3 minutes. So who cares? Because at some point you're going to run out of the blackberries and the eggs. I think does blackberry muffins. I can't remember if blackberry muffins take eggs or not. Ray, thank you very much. All right, guys, we're going to switch back to better days now. So when they do balance, everything has to be balanced. You need to make your ingredients shorter too. They didn't do that. So while I like the idea of having products take shorter times to produce, especially for someone who plays the game like myself, right? I send a lot of trucks. I send a lot of boats. I do all that kind of stuff, right? Having products take faster or be quicker to make is great for me. I love that. I'm totally fine with that. With the big but in there. Because again, like I said, it's all fine and dandy, wrong one, that my blackberry muffins only take 3 minutes now, right? but I'm going to run out of eggs eventually. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be able to keep up with the demand on the eggs. I'm not going to be able to keep up with the demand on the blackberries. Like, whereas before, you know, you could jump into your paper and go find blackberries. Apparently my paper only has strawberries in it. You could find that's ridiculous. You could find blackberries or eggs. That stuff's going to be really hard to find now. Yeah. And so that's interesting though about the espresso, because like it's always taken 4 minutes. So that was always to me kind of like I don't know if you call it an unbalanced product, but that never really kind of meshed with everything else, right? Because you need, is it 3 white sugar for espresso or is it 2? I can't remember. I think it's 3, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, sorry, I had it reversed. It's 3 coffee beans and 1 sugar. So like, unless you already have a huge backstock or you have 15 farms making you sugar, you know what I mean? I mean, bread makes sense though, Mace, because all it requires is wheat. And wheat you can make super quickly. Posse has it going. Well, so that's the thing that I'm finding interesting, Ian, because they're always like, the economy, the economy, the economy. We can't do this to the game because it'll mess with the economy. We can't do this to the game because it'll mess with the economy, right? So there's no way that they didn't already do research to say that it won't break the economy. What I never understood is, who cares? Just make everything short. What does it matter if someone can send 1 million trucks at a time and have super high levels? Who cares? I don't know why that's such a big deal. So, Waleed, how's it going? You don't like the new update? So, like I said, guys, I like the shorter products times for the most part. But if it's truly going to be a truly balanced thing, hello, Stab over on Twitch. If it's truly going to be a truly balanced, you have to balance everything. It's almost like a brand new game, if you think about it. Correct. And people have different goals. We know my goal is I like to level up, right? That I like to level up. That's what I like to do. So anything that helps me to level up faster, I'm not going to be sad about. Do you know what I mean? But I just don't, that would be my gripe. You can't balance one aspect, not everything else. So if you're going to make, you know, these things shorter, you got to make the time shorter for the chickens and for the pigs, and maybe that's coming. Maybe that is coming. Maybe they just couldn't do it all at one time. Do you know what I mean? Right. And right now, because it is a beta test, like Katina is saying, we're all playing in different universes or different worlds, different games. So those of us who have, especially on our main farm, so like, I'll just say Chris, for instance, right? Chris has it on her main farm, which means that like her experience on her main farm is going to be vastly different than my experience on my main farm. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's go discuss the machines and the products, and we'll talk about how I feel about each one. So in the bakery, we have five products that have gotten changed. I'm not going to use the word balanced because I think some of these are not balanced. They're just straight up changed. Yeah, Diane, that's the question that I don't know. I don't know why it's such an extreme. Like, Um, we'll just start with blackberry muffins. You know, they originally took 38 minutes. Why did they drop them all the way down to 3 minutes? Why not 20? Why not 25? Heck, why not even 10 minutes? What? The thing is that the developers are gonna see things or know things or whatever. They're gonna have a better understanding of the game than we are, I guess. Although I don't know, because we're the ones that play it. That's the thing. So maybe I don't mean that, actually. You would think that they would understand the game more, but maybe I don't know if they do. Because we're the ones that actually play the game. So I don't really know. Like I say that, but then I take it all back. Because I don't know. You feel the opposite and they know nothing about the game. Maybe they don't. But the thing is, though, is that they have to, guys. They have to understand how the game works in order to do the things that they do. Otherwise, the game would just sink into the ground. Do you know what I mean? Like, the game has been around now for is it 2012, right? Is it 11 or 12? I think it's 12. So we're talking about 13 years, almost 14, like 13 and a half. And it still has a huge player base, which means they have done something correctly. If this is, I don't think the new beta booster will stick, then everything will be like 10 seconds to make each item. That'd be so funny, though. It would be so funny. So, I don't know. I like the game. I've been a little bored with it recently. Maybe they've noticed, not me, obviously, but maybe they've noticed like a drop off in the player base. And maybe they're trying different things. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I know that I have definitely played less. Now, granted, I got a full-time job, so that's part of it. But I definitely play less than I have. And I do personally think that this might make me try and play a little bit again. Gina, wait, hold on. Shoot. Sorry. Chat. Moves really fast. Hi, Jen, everyone. I have asked Ryan this, and he says they definitely do play the game. Okay. Like, specifically for Heyday, Gina. And I'm confused. I've got the beta trucks on my main and baby farm, but not the product change times. On another farm, I've got the product change time changes, but not the beta trucks, so there's nothing to tell me. Yeah. This game breaks the community for sure. Some are already saying these huge changes are something that make them stop playing. And that's fair, too. New machine, new product, new sanctuary animal, it gets old. Stab, 100%. It doesn't feel relaxing. There's too much. There's too much. I've been opted out of the derby now for 2 weeks in a row. I've been opted out of the derby now for 2 weeks because there's too much. And then I log in today and there's a truck event, a tiny trail event, and a design festival or a design whatever. For reals? You're giving us 3 things to do at one time. At one time. And then if you count the valley and you count the derby and you count regular playing, crazy town. I feel like they're losing players with how many task events they are putting out every month and the obscene amount of offers. Agreed. And how much some of these offers cost. I've complained to him so many times about the bunny derbies making us wait and wait to play. I literally shut down my town and my derby. Yeah, Baptiste, he can take a long walk off of a short pier. Too many events, and not even the kind of events that we want. Not even the kind of events that we want. Where did double XP boats go? Where? I have asked the team so many times. They probably want to tape my mouth shut. And I have not gotten a response. But I will not stop asking. I'm going to be that annoying person that is like, that just keeps asking you until you tell me. I don't understand. Why? Why have we not gotten double XP boats in over a year? It's crazy. I've been done with global trucks and tiny trail for days. Design even isn't a stretch. Wait, Cute Kitty, you're saying you're okay with the amount of events they're giving us? It's too much, in my opinion. I don't want all those at the same time. I already have a job. I meant double XP boats, guys. Sorry. I meant boats, not trucks. I said trucks and I meant boats. My apologies. Yeah, no. Double XP trucks we've been getting. For double XP boats, we have not had since last September, I believe. So not like a month ago, like a year and a month ago. So sorry about that, guys. Oh, you do, Cute Kitty. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you were okay with how much it was, that it was like easy to do. They do county fairs and task events every time because it's an easy concept to repeat. Yeah. Well, the beta trucks go hand in hand with global trucks. Well, they can really keep my opinions to myself. All right, guys, let's look at what's changed, especially because there's wait, who hasn't seen any of the beta changes? Put a heart in the chat if you have not seen any of the beta changes on your farm or farms. It was March, Katina? I was giving them the benefit of the doubt and saying that it was September. So it's been, at this point, we're talking closing in on 2 years. We're over a year and a half at this point. That is ridiculous. So Galaxy doesn't. Ian hasn't. All right, guys, we're going to start talking about them. So buckle in. All right. So the blackberry muffin now takes 3 minutes to make. And I'm gonna try and like go really fast through this, okay? We're gonna try and go really fast through this. If you guys want me to to clarify on anything or dive deeper into anything, just yell in the chat. But I'm gonna go real fast through this so we can address everything that has changed. So again, guys, this is a beta test. So this is currently in a beta test. Not everybody has it, and we have no idea if it's gonna stay, if it might get changed, if it'll go away completely. We don't know. This is what we have going on right now. No, I'm not rating farms today, Mira. Okay, so blackberry muffin used to be 38 minutes and is now 3 minutes. The next thing that changed in the bakery is the spicy pizza. It now only takes 4 minutes to make. So I'm going to say this too. This doesn't bother me. Okay. Don't come at me, by the way, guys. This is my opinion. Okay. So this is my opinion. I'm okay with the changes that were made to the blackberry muffins. I'm even okay with the changes that were made to the spicy pizza. But the problem is that unless you have a lot of farms, you won't be able to keep up with the cheese or even the tomatoes or the peppers. So RW, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. I greatly appreciate that. So I do like it, but again, that it's going to be hard to keep up with. The next thing that has changed is the potato bread is now only 5 minutes. So the change to the pizza is not super drastic. It went from 12 minutes to 4 minutes. The thing is, you never ever could keep up with the pizza before anyways, really, if you think about it. Because what's the difference between 12 and 4? You know what I mean? So I changed it, Mace. But I changed it after I'd already gone live. So potato bread went from 38 minutes down to 5 minutes. Again, this is You're never going to find eggs in the paper ever again. Peppers are, but they didn't change tomatoes though, right? So stupid. I'm sorry, it's stupid. Is that mean? I don't care. It's stupid. Why? Why is that still 6 hours? Yeah, guys, so again, to reiterate, this is a beta test and only a very small sample of players have it. What did you just do? What was that giant bang? Yeah, it's gonna be a super, unless they might change that though, Stab. Maybe you have to harvest 1,000 peppers now instead of the 300 that you have now. You know what I mean? Okay. The next thing in the bakery is the macaroon. Celia might be proud of me for saying it that way. I don't know, which I don't have on this farm. So the macaroon went from 25 minutes and that went down to 7 minutes. And then the last thing in the bakery that changed is the pineapple coconut bars. We all know how much Sam, I'm sure, loves this product because it has coconuts in it. Went from 34 minutes down to 9 minutes. Yes, Chris. There are a lot of ones that went up and they don't make any sense. Those are actually the ones that make me super mad. Okay, so Mace. This is where baby farms are gonna super duper come in handy. And I mean like babies. Level 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, where you don't have a lot of products. Yes, that's where you're gonna have to go find eggs. That is 100% where you're gonna have to go find eggs, and even maybe cheese. I mean, milk. Sorry, like down in those super lower levels. Okay, so there were no changes to the sugar mill. Just FYI, they're all the same. I double checked, but yeah, they're all the same. Okay, so oh, that's so funny. You did this in. I didn't even realize you did this in alphabetical order. Wait, do you not have, Katina, you don't have popcorn on here. Unless I'm missing it. I have my notebook upstairs, but you don't have popcorn on here. Did I miss the popcorn maker on your, oh no, there it is. I got it. Never mind, it's just in a different spot. It's lower down. It's all good. Okay. So this one I just remember offhand has 2 changes though. So for this one, it is, so regular popcorn stayed the same. Buttered popcorn is now 8. Yeah, I know it's butter and chocolate. I knew that I just remembered that. That was pretty easy. Buttered popcorn, guys, now 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes from 51. It's funny how some of the products I have memorized the times, which I bet you guys. Oh, it's in German alphabetical order. No, you're fine. Don't even worry about it. I'm just scrolling through the English column. Don't even worry about it. You are the best. And then chocolate, guys. So chocolate popcorn was what was chocolate? 2 hours? What was it? Chocolate was 2 hours and 7 minutes, and now that's also down to 8 minutes. So like, this is fine. Chocolate is completely fine in my opinion, because you can have a lot of cacao trees, like on a baby farm or even on your main farm, all that. So yeah, some of the times I know a bunch of the times by heart. Wait, do you not know any of them? And that's what I want to know, and I wish we would get an answer. We've asked, we've not gotten answers. All right, so then for the barbecue, I do remember that pancakes stayed the same. Bacon and eggs have gone down. Let me find the barbecue. Here we go. Okay. So the Speckhuhn-Eier. How'd I do? How bad was that? The Speckhuhn-Eier, aka the bacon and the eggs. Should I practice my German, Katina? Yes, sometimes I've got up, guys. So the bacon and eggs have gone from 50. That's all they took originally was 51 minutes. Huh. 51 minutes. They now take 12 minutes. Again, this change does not bother me. The only thing that does bother me though is they need to amend the animals. Make the cows produce faster. What is the big deal? What is that going to mess anything up? Anyways, hey Dad, you're killing me. Okay, the next item on here, I should have highlighted these, is the fish and the chips. Did I miss one? I don't think so. Oh wait, yeah, no, the roasted tomatoes. Yep, I did miss one. My bad. I love this one. I love this one. This is used for other products too. So this is a great change in my opinion. That was good. The grilled tomaten, aka the roasted tomatoes, is only 5 minutes. I'm okay with this change. Okay, next is the fish and the chips. Yikes. Oh, yikes. Yeah, but that's why I have a tomato farm, or multiple tomato farms, though, Stab. So for me, it's okay. I'm okay with it because I have a million, because tomatoes are easy, set it and forget it, right? So set it and forget it, and that's okay. I'm gonna try and say your first name, Azohania Rana. Welcome to the stream. You're saying it's annoying some increased times. They should have left it to normal. Facebook is full of people complaining. Oh yeah, even complaining about short timings too. 100%. Yeah, but that's Facebook too, though. Facebook is like the worst of the worst with the complainers. I don't even go on Facebook anymore. I don't even go on Facebook anymore. All right, this is the one though that I'm okay with it being shorter, but fish. Yikes. 5 minutes for fish and chips now, guys. Next is there is another one in the barbecue. There's a couple more in the grill. So the grilled onion is now 8 minutes. That's why I said, but fish. Oh, girl, Gina, I do not blame you. The toxicity that is over there is ridiculous. And on the very, very rare occasion that I go to check something on Facebook, like it's for a reason, right? I'll go to check it. And there's so much spam ads, it's ridiculous. So yeah, it's ridiculous. My stream looks good, Mace. It's got to be on your end. Okay. So, and then winter veggies went down from 21 minutes to 4 minutes. So that was already a shorter time. So yeah, I mean, Rana, is it okay if I call you Rana or Azo maybe? For baby farms, absolutely. Your farms are gonna play very different. So yes, and that's my main complaint. All right, guys, and then last but not least on oh no, there's 2 more on the barbecue. So the stuffed peppers is down to 8 minutes. That was already pretty short. That was 17 minutes. So like, again, I don't really know why these needed to be changed. So again, cool. I like it, but don't think it was necessary. Cool, I like it, but again, I don't think it was necessary. And then the last item, and I don't have this on this farm because I'm not a high enough level, is the fish skewer. Went from 25 minutes down to 12 minutes. Again, I don't think it was necessary. I don't think that was necessary. So yeah. Okay. Moving on to the pie oven. I'm just gonna highlight really fast. We're gonna highlight this one in, I'm gonna highlight this one in red. And then, because we have our first machine where our time has gone up, guys, and it's kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna highlight these back in yellow. Okay, cool beans. All right. So in the pie oven, we have 6 items that have changed. 5 went down and 1 went up. So the first one, that is Crazy Town. This is one of the biggest changes, guys. 7 minutes on bacon pie. 7 minutes down from 2.5 hours. 2 hours, and what was the actual timing? 2 hours and 33 minutes was the real timing. I always just called it 2.5 hours because whatever. 7 minutes. I think that's cool. But again, why not like, I don't know. But it seems such a drastic change. All right. So our first one that is the other way and is absolutely awful is we went, fish pie was what, 2 hours and 6 minutes originally? What was fish pie? No, fish pie was, sorry, I'm off a little bit. Fish pie, I think I was thinking of apple pie, which was 2:07. Fish pie was originally 1 hour and 42 minutes. Fish pie now takes 5 hours and 6 minutes. Did someone fall down and bump their head? I think that somebody had, I don't know. Did they go out drinking on the team? I don't really know. For reals. I think someone got a concussion. Or maybe it's a typo. Maybe they meant to just put 6 minutes and they accidentally put the 5 hours there. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm really not trying to be mean. This is why it makes people think that they don't play the game. This is where that comes from. It's stuff like this. This is where that comes from. That makes me honestly sit here and ask legitimately, do they really play the game? Wait, Jen, I said my theory is they did this changes while sitting on a table at Oktoberfest. Katina, I love you. That's so funny. All right. So the next one, again, still in the pie oven, is the sorry guys, the feta pie, which has gone, whoops, wrong way, which has gone down to 4 minutes from 1 hour and 16 minutes. The casserole, which this is crazy, by the way, because I always thought the casserole took too long. 1 hour and 42 minutes just seemed too long. It should have been more around like an hour, like that 51-minute mark, like a bunch of other stuff is, right? 2 minutes. 2. I can sit here and talk longer about the casserole than it takes to actually make the casserole. 2. Shepherd's pie, 6 minutes from 1 hour and 25 minutes. And last but not least, oh no, that's not the last one. Sorry, I forgot about one. For the shorter times, though, asparagus quiche, which is kind of a pain to make because of the asparagus gust and the cheese and the eggs, technically. 6 minutes, down from 1 hour and 42 minutes. I always thought that it was too long, but again, I like the 51-minute mark, which is what a bunch of the pies and a bunch of products are at. I like that 51-minute mark. I don't know why we went down to 6 minutes. Okay. The last item in which I don't have on this farm. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, I do. I lied. Ha, just kidding. Peach. The peach tart went up from 2 hours and 7 minutes to a lovely 3 hours and 24 minutes. I don't know. I believe that is one of the ones that dropped, Tankumentary. So yes, guys, keep in mind that the shorter crops now have lesser prices. I think they used to be 144. That I know for a fact. And I think that they went down to 72. So many cheese ingredient products have been shortened, but we haven't had dairy products boosted. Nope, sure haven't. Sure have not. All right, moving on to the loom. There's, if I remember correctly, there's just two, which is the sweater, which is 10 minutes, and the red scarf down to 6 minutes. Yeah, the rest all stayed the same. I mean, that's awesome on the sweater, but you're never going to find wool ever again. So the sweater used to be what, 2 hours? Was the sweater 2 hours and 7 minutes? I think. Hold on, I'm looking for Where's L in the alphabet in German? Oh, there it is. At the bottom, apparently. Okay. Where are you? Oh, an hour and 42. Why did I think 207? Oh, that's because the red scarf is 207. I knew I had one of those in my brain. Okay, so yeah, so the white sweater went from an hour and 42 minutes down to 10 minutes, and the red scarf went from 207 down to 6 minutes. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right, sewing machine I don't think has a lot of changes in it, does it? Wait, no, something, yeah, this went up. Yeah, the sewing machine, they made worse, guys. How could you make a machine that was already terrible worse? You do it by increasing the time that it takes to make a woolly chap. Right, guys? Yes, and to be clear, yes, these are mastered times. These are if your machine is fully mastered. That's what what, Stab? I wonder. I'm just tying my hair up, guys. I wonder if that's what they're going to do. I really hope not. I don't know if I would play anymore. That makes me really sad. I don't know if I'd play anymore. If they did that and significantly increased what you needed for boat orders and truck orders, I'm probably done. So let's hope they don't do that, guys. All right, so the woolly chaps went all the way up to, again, so mine says 4 hours because I don't have this machine mastered, but if it's on a mastered machine, it's 3 hours and 24 minutes. And it went up from 116. So that increased a lot. Yeah, but the problem though, Galaxy, is that this was my new farming game. Because the other ones that I had started to play when I first played them back in 2013, or I guess, no, that would have been, yeah, the end of 2013. They were terrible. I hated them. And I went looking, and that's when I found Heyday. Stab, agreed. Makes you say that, but I don't want to play something just for nostalgia's sake. Like, I don't want to say that just for nostalgia. I don't want to stay and do something for nostalgia's sake. I want to play a game that's actually fun to play. Like, I don't know, I might start, like, Logan says Stardew Valley is really good. So, I never played Farmville. That wasn't my jam. So, no, Gina, I'm saying what I think you missed part of what we were saying. I'm good with these changes. I like these changes right now. I'm okay with these ones. But Stab was, or someone, was it Stab? Someone said, what if now that a bacon pie takes 6 minutes to make, or whatever it is to make, what if they now ask for 40 bacon pies on a truck, or 40 bacon pies in a boat? That's what I'm talking about would make me stop playing, because that would be a little ridiculous. So that's the change that I'm saying would ruin the game for me. Not this. I personally like this. See? Gina's like, delete. Yeah, but Galaxy, the thing with the popcorn though, it's always been annoying. It's always been annoying. But again, with a big but, with a big asterisk next to it. You go into the paper, and with a little bit of searching, you could find popcorn. Is that what's going to happen? Are people going to make products so quickly now that they're just your roadside stands, like your paper is going to be filled with amazing stuff? Because, okay, that's awesome, if that's what it was. But for some of those greedy guts products, right? You could almost definitely, with a little bit of searching, find enough popcorn, or just mark them for help. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, Gina, same. All right, so that one up. That stayed the same. The soothing pad, and again, I'm going to use them off the sheet over here. Don't go by what you see on the screen, because I don't have a fully mastered machine. But the soothing pad went from 51 minutes down to 9 minutes. That's again on a fully mastered machine. And then the pillow, which again, dumb, because the feathers are not shorter, ducks are not shorter to do. Went from 2 hours, went from 2 hours and 33 minutes down to 17 minutes. And then, yeah, that's it. It's just the 3 for the sewing machine. The blanket did not change. The blanket stayed the same. Oh no, I would definitely not complain about good products in the paper. You will not find me complaining about that at all. You guys know I love shopping. I love shopping. Can you not step on my keyboard, please, sir? Gizmo, come here. I'm gonna tell chat what you did to me earlier. I'm gonna tell them what you did. What did you do to me earlier? Do you want to tell them yourself, or do you want me to tell them for you? Do you want to fess up to what you did? Should I do my cat voice?
Hi. So, earlier?
This is his cat voice, by the way, guys. Ready? You guys are getting a treat right now.
So, earlier I was taking a nap, right? And I really like to take a nap, okay? And I was sleeping, and I was like on top of the cat tower, and I hung my head like off of.
No, he's not manly. He has a cute little voice. Leave him alone. Listen.
So I was like hanging my head off of the top, right? And I was really, really asleep. And my entire head was completely hanging upside down. And Mommy thought I was dead.
Guys, I thought he was dead. He's not. Does this face look manly to you? No, he's not. Because I thought he was dead. I'm not even kidding. I literally, when I tell you, oh, he is such a diva. He is the biggest diva ever. I call him Queen. I call him Queen.
Are you my little queen? Yeah, you are.
I'm not kidding, guys. I was on the couch doing cross stitch, right? And I look over in the kitchen and he's on like, it's a cat tower, right? So it has like levels. He's on the top level and he is passed out. Like he is so asleep. And when I tell you that his head was hanging upside down off of the top part of the cat tower, just hanging limp over the side with his eyes closed. And I said, Gizmo? No reaction. Gizmo? No reaction. I went, Gizmo? No reaction. Went over there. I don't even know how to like explain this. Like literally, I need like a stuffed animal. Like I'm not even kidding. His head was hanging down. I like lifted his head and his head just fell back down. And I basically screamed in his face, which I'm not going to do into the microphone. And then his eyes whipped open and he went to me. And I was like, I said some things I cannot say on the stream. And then I yelled at him and said, you made me think that I thought you were dead. So Gizmo only has sisters. Yeah, he does only have sisters because his brother died. Thanks for reminding me, Mace. Just kidding. Literally, this would be a cool story if it was in WWE term. What? Well, how did we turn this into a wrestling match? I do not understand. How did this turn into a wrestling match? Someone explain. I don't get it. I'm not Hulk Hogan or The Rock. I love The Rock. I also love The Rock. It's my rock. Chris, it's still like one of my favorite presents, by the way. Mace, I'm only messing with you, by the way. I heard of the top of the post or whatever. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I get it now. So I was like, I don't understand. Where do you get wrestling with this? All right. So the cake oven. Katina, what's cake oven in German? Because it's also toward the bottom. All right, guys. Cake oven has a bunch of changes to it. First we have, wait, what? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's why I'm on the wrong tab. Okay. Tortenofen. I like it. I'm always so worried I'll blow up that one rock that came back. Oh, I left that one on my main farm, didn't I? Or did I eventually get rid of it? I can't remember. I don't know. But guys, Chris made me these. She made me, oh, my Pokemon's gonna fall. This one's so heavy. She made me 2 of them, guys. She made me the group of rocks that literally says RIP rocks and then never forget on the back. Because there was one day in stream where I was getting rid of the rocks. And then she made me the single rock. And it says the rock on the front, which, why is my camera blurry? Hold on. Let's focus. I don't know why is that so blurry? There we go. Oh, but now I'm blurry. I'll fix it. It's fine. That says the rock, right? And then the back says, do not explode. Now I'm blurry. Hold on. There we go. Okay. It's with my little Narita Captain Pikachu over there. Can you guys can see him. Okay. All right. So carrot cake is down to 10 minutes from what? An hour and 16 minutes? Yeah. No, I lied. What is that? Yeah. From an hour and 16 minutes. Okay, no change to the cream cake. Red berry cake is now a whole 11 minutes down from 51. And then cheesecake, which is definitely a really nice change, but I feel like this is a normal change, guys. This is a normal change, right? This one used to be 3 hours and something minutes, 3 hours and 24 minutes. And now it's down to 51 minutes. That, in my opinion, is a good change, and it is a normal change. Okay. Blueberry cheesecake, I believe, stayed the same. Okay, so next we have a crappy change. Strawberry cake went from 2.5 hours to almost 3.5 hours. I agree on that, Katina. I definitely agree on that. But like I said, I'm okay with a decent amount of the changes for this. They need to just balance it with everything else, though. So I'm okay with most of the changes for this. I really am. And then the potato feta cake, went from 1 hour and 42 minutes down to 10 minutes. This is also, in my opinion, a great change. Now, did it need to go this low? No. But honey apple cake used to be almost 3 hours, right? 2 hours and 50 minutes. And it's now 12 minutes. Now, you do need your honey. So good luck for that. You know what they really should be speeding up? How fast it takes you to do bees. That'd be great. Dear Heyday, please do things that are smart, not things that make us want to cry. You know, the fancy cake stayed the same, which always made sense to me because the cream cake takes, 2.5 hours. So that always, or whatever it is, 2 hours, is it 2.5 hours? Am I right? Yeah, 2.5 hours. Okay. So that's fine, and that stayed the same. Pineapple stayed the same. Lemon cake stayed the same. Okay, and so I don't have these because my farm is not low enough. It doesn't unlock yet. But the next two cakes actually went up, guys. Fruit cake went up from 2.5 hours to 3 hours and 49 minutes. And also the chocolate roll. Why would you ruin that? 1 hour and 16 minutes was chef's kiss. That was great. Now it is almost 4 hours at 3 hours and 49 minutes. So crazy. All right, juice. Oh, Gina, strap in. Hold on. I hope you're sitting down because they definitely made some very big changes to the juice press. So sit down, people, because you about to. Okay, first one, totally cool with it. Love it, actually. Kind of really like it, to be honest. 7 minutes for carrot juice down from, 25. Okay. Apple juice stayed the same. We could have used a little change to apple juice, to be honest. Why not knock that thing down to half an hour? I'll be okay with that. Cherry juice also stayed the same. Again, why not knock those down? What did Ian say? The more I'm hearing, the more I think Heyday let a 10-year-old pick the times. All right. guess what? We have another product that utilizes a metric ton of tomatoes, tomato juice, down to 10 minutes from tomato juice was 51 minutes originally. What was tomato juice? Tomato juice was, an hour and 16. Why did I think tomato juice was lower than that? I don't know. All right. This is the biggest change in the juice maker. Hold on to your butts. 5 minutes to berry juice. It never should have been as long as it was. 2.5 hours. And it's now 5 minutes. 5. How many? 5. Again, I can talk about berry juice for longer than it would take me to make a berry juice. And then last but not least, the pineapple juice is also down to 12 minutes, which is fine. So, I mean, how does it, are you saying it ruins the mastery now because you have to make more products? Mace, is that why? All right, guys. This, in my opinion, is one of the worst machines. So I actually like the changes that they made to the juice. Chef's kiss. Are they drastic? Yes, but drastic in our favor, so I'm cool with that. This is the one that's going to rock your world, guys. This is the one that's going to rock your world. Where's my ice cream maker on here? Ice cream. What time is it? Trying to keep track of the time. Hold on, guys. So it's 3:24. I have to be at. I was gonna see if I could stream for longer, but I don't think I can. So I have to be at Mike and hi. Yeah. You want to say hi to everybody? Tell them that you're the reason why I didn't stream on Wednesday night. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Say hello. My name is Katniss, and I'm sick. I've been sick, but my meow is back, which is good, right? Your meow is back. Say I don't really eat a lot anymore. That I lost a whole entire pound in 4 days. For a human, fine. For a cat that only weighs 10 pounds, really not good. I now have to get 3 pills. So fun for me. What else about you? Yeah. I love you though. So skinny. Okay. Hold on, guys. So wait. So we have to be at Mike and Gigi's at 5, but I have to go pick up Chinese food at like 4:30. Okay. So I'll order it at like 4. Okay. So I can stream for like another half an hour. Okay. I know. She's not fattest anymore. Do you want a treat? Will you eat it if I give it to you? Let's see if she'll eat it. Oh, she's mad because I'm holding her. Katniss. Boop will give it to her for free. No redemption necessary. Would you like those? Oh, okay. You're licking it. You're just gonna lick it. You're not gonna actually eat it. Now they're all slobbered on. Come on, you can eat it. Good girl. Oh, good job. Yay. Okay, she ate one. Oh, you dropped it. Okay. I'm going to try eating that one. Yeah. Good girl. You want to go down and eat the other one? Okay. You just chewed it and then slobbered it into my hand. Thank you so much. Here, Prim, do you want to slobber it on cat treat? All yours. Gross. She didn't eat it. It's fine. Guys, the worst thing about this too is her blood work came back to normal. Did you just eat your Slobberdon? You did. You ate the Slobberdon one? Okay, good. So, anyways, all right. Ooh, a palm strudel. Isn't palm French fry? So is that a fried fry? Well, thank you very much for the follow. Guys, is that Dutch? Okay, where's my ice cream maker? Why am I going crazy? Katina, where's ice cream? Oh, I found it. Never mind. The top of the alphabet. Okay. All right, guys. This is the one that is just mind-blowingly wild, and I don't understand what they were thinking for this, guys. All right. So, you know, you start off and you look at the vanilla ice cream and you say, awesome, 25 minutes. That's so good, right? Love it. Excellent. 10 out of 10. Fantastic. What a great change, okay? So then you say to yourself, well, then they must have changed the cherry popsicle because cherry popsicles took like what? 2.5 hours to make. Prim, you're not, listen, you had 6 treats already. You're going to be fatter than your sister. Go back in your bed. Listen. You would be incorrect. They increased the time from 2.5 hours. Yep, 2 hours and 33 minutes. It now takes 3 hours and 24 minutes. So I know what a pommes frites is. Yep. Oh, it gets better, guys. And by better, I mean worse. So no change to strawberry ice cream. So fine, whatever. Be greedy and not change it. Chocolate ice cream used to take 2 hours and 7 minutes. Guys, do you think they increased or decreased chocolate ice cream? I'll let you guys decide. Do you think they increased or decreased chocolate ice cream? I mean, it's like saying chai tea. You're saying TT. You would be correct, Ian. It is now a whopping 4 hours and 15 minutes. This is my amused face. Dumb. Okay. So then you say to yourself, okay, well, they increased chocolate ice cream. Maybe they decreased sesame ice cream, right? Sesame ice cream used to take 1 hour and 42 minutes. And you know what? You would be correct about that because it only takes 5 minutes now. Why not average it out? No, they did, but it takes 5 minutes. 5. It makes none sense, Katina. None. 0 cents. Okay. Peanut butter milkshake was at a decent time of 1 hour and 25 minutes. Still at 1 hour and 25 minutes. Okay. Now we go to orange sorbet, which I know was long already, which was what, over 3 hours, right? No, it's just about 3 hours. 2 hours and 58 minutes. It's now worse. At 4 hours and 15 minutes. So awesome, right? So nice. Then we have the affogato, which was already a very short ice cream to make. Okay? A very short ice cream to make. Did they still shorten it? Sure did. They went from 17 minutes to 12 minutes. Where's the logic in that? No idea. 12, not 2, 12. All right. These next 3 are just doozies. Peach ice cream used to be 2.5 hours. It's now 4 hours and 15 minutes. Mint ice cream used to be 1 hour and 54 minutes. It's now 3 hours and 24 minutes. And last but not least, or maybe it is the least, we have banana split, which was already absolutely awful to make at 3 hours. Now it takes a whopping, I can't show you on the screen, 3 hours and 41 minutes. You'll be surprised to know that I hardly know the names of things because in my mind I give them all different names. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. I kind of do the same thing too. Like you give them like generic names, right? I almost never call the machines the correct name. White boots. The wool is clouds. That's cute though. That's really cute. Hey, Logan. Alugalin. He just totally got his headphones in. That's fine. Okay. Guys, we'll do one more machine, but I don't think they actually made any changes to this machine. Let me just check, but I don't think they made, yeah, none. There was not a single change made to the jam maker. All of the jam still takes as long as it did. 5 hours and 6 minutes, 5 hours and 57 minutes, 6 hours and 48 minutes, 5 hours and 57 minutes, 6 hours and 22 minutes, 324, 713, 648, 531, and I can't double check on the plum, but I know it wasn't changed as well. Jen, you might have to get me in contact with the developer that was on something the day they made these decisions. All of these could have used a decrease. All of them. Every single one of these could have used a decrease. By the way, guys, I should be good. I'll stream until 4, so another about a half an hour. Okay. Coffee kiosk. Which I actually don't know the changes that were made to this. So for this one, we have the raspberry mocha. Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay, that's because I'm not mastered. So the raspberry mocha went from 25 minutes down to 12 minutes. This one's wild. The hot chocolate went from 21 minutes down to 4 minutes. It says 5 on mine, but that's because mine is not mastered. So it's gonna look a little different. It is coffee. Oh, you say it like cafe? Oh, I like that. The cafe machine. Very cute. And then last but not least, in the coffee kiosk is the iced banana latte, which did not need to be tweaked. 17 minutes down to 3 minutes. It did not need to be tweaked, in my opinion. But what do I know? I only play the game. So, all right. Soup maker, I do know that there were some changes made. I heard some people complaining. And again, it's the soup kitchen. I call it the soup maker. Starting off, this one is just wild to me. And I understand why there's controversy over this one. 8 minutes, down from over 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours and 7 minutes down to 8 minutes. DUMB dumb. Tomato soup stayed the same. Pumpkin soup was always too long in my opinion, so I'm okay with that. It was 1 hour and 42 minutes down to 7 minutes. But again, ingredients, pain in the tuchus. Next, fish soup. Again, another product for fish. Gina, have a good afternoon or evening wherever you are. Oh, I know where you are. So actually it would be like just afternoon for you. Have a great rest of your day. Guys, fish soup from 2.5 hours down to 8 minutes. My favorite one on this, and by favorite, I mean the least favorite. Why did you ruin this? What was cabbage soup? An hour and 16 minutes? Guys, is this a joke? 4 hours and 15 minutes. Someone bump their head. I don't like cabbage soup. But I'm not going to punish everybody else over that. No, I don't like cabbage. I have never liked cabbage, guys. My mom and my sister love cabbage. I've never liked cabbage. Okay, so nothing changed in the candle maker except for one candle. Lasai, they took the floral candle from 1 hour and 42 minutes to 4 hours and 15 minutes. Boop, they must have. They must have. I don't even know what to say. All right, next up, flowers. Flowers. Flower shop. We have 3 changes, all lower. We have the bright bouquet, the candy bouquet, and the birthday bouquet. So the bright bouquet went from 17 minutes down to 12. Again, ignore the times on my screen because this is not mastered. This is already, this one, yikes. Good luck. Also, why even change it? What is the difference between 17 minutes and 12 minutes? Like, what is the difference? It doesn't even make any sense. And then again, I don't have these ones, so I'll just tell you. But the candy bouquet was 17 minutes down to 5 minutes, and the birthday bouquet was 17 minutes down to 5 minutes. So hard to get iron ore. So that layout, Emma, is also a beta. So you have the beta. I have the beta on my main farm. I don't have it on this one. Diane, this is going to be very interesting to see if these do get really bad or if it'll make it better. So. Hey, wait, guys, is the UI layout in beta? Just being a smarty pants. Don't hate me, please. All right, candy machine. You know, there was so much potential that they could have done with this one. They could have made this so good. Guys, some guesses. Did they make this machine good, or did they make this machine worse? Or did they make this machine better? How dare you, Chris? Go plug your phone in. What's interesting is all the products they've increased time for don't get asked for a lot, and the shorter times are asked for a lot. However, they didn't think about the resources to make the products. Sheila, yes. That's my biggest issue. I like the shorter. But also, though, I have to disagree with you a little bit, though, because the ice cream definitely gets asked for a lot, and they made those really like high. What are you talking about? Oh, Ian. All right, guys, they took The caramel apple from 1 hour and 42 minutes, and they raised it to 3 hours and 24 minutes. Also, guys, don't listen to Ian. He's just trying to be funny. Okay, the two that they actually decreased don't make any sense. Chris, I'd wait till 1%. All right, toffee, guys, went from 1 hour and 16 minutes down to 8 minutes. I mean, that's fine, I guess. And cotton candy, which was already short, they just made shorter. Cotton candy went from 25 minutes down to 3 minutes. 3, guys. Mace, you like the county fair is your favorite? That's funny. Yours is the design event, Emma? Interesting. Mine is anything that's double XP. Oh, I would never let my phone get down to 10%. Unless like I was somewhere where like I legitimately could not charge it, which has happened a couple of times. But for the most part, if I'm like under 50, I'm like plugging that thing back in. All right. So this is the machine that I've heard the most complaints about personally, I think. What is this? The sauce maker. Okay. So this just makes no sense. They should have decreased the time on the soy sauce. Do you know how happy we would all have been? So did they do that? No, they certainly did not do that. They raised it to 3 hours and 49 minutes. Guys, that's actually really like not good for your battery. I think Katina said that. That's like not good for your battery. Ooh, my least favorite is probably the task event, honestly. It's probably the task event. Nah, because yard sale, you can just dump all your crap out on the lawn. As if you were really having a yard sale, and then they don't ask you for it. So I don't really care about that, to be honest. Okay, sauce maker. Lemon curd went from 21 minutes to 11 minutes. Do really like that change. Olive dip, which doesn't get used in anything. Who cares? 38 minutes down to 12. Why did we change that? One of the changes that I do think is fantastic, though, tomato sauce from 25 minutes down to 10. Chef's kiss. Again, another product that needs tomatoes that they lowered. And salsa down to 6 minutes. Absolutely in love with those changes. Love it. And then last but not least, the tart dressing from 25 down to 9. I don't have the tart dressing. Sorry. I'm not high enough. Sushi bar. Shall have a great rest of your day. At yard sale, they do be asking for the same thing, which is annoying, though. That is very true, but if you just throw all your stuff down on your farm, they won't ask for it. So, Raul, how's it going? Okay, guys, sushi bar. Sushi roll stayed the same. Lobster sushi went from 51 down to 12 minutes. So I'm trying to see if I can see a pattern here, guys. And I am seeing a little bit of a pattern. They've lowered all the tomato products. Is there a tomato product that they did not lower? So they lowered all the tomato products, but they kept the time it takes to grow the tomatoes the same, which in and of itself actually prevents you from really like taking advantage of that lower time. The same thing, it looks like they've lowered all of the lobster products as well, but in and of itself doesn't really do anything because they have not tweaked how long it takes you to grow lobsters. Are there any other patterns like that, guys? For like the ice cream? That's cream and that's sugar, and they raised that. But there's other products that use sugar that they lowered, so there's not a pattern there. I'm trying to think. No, because they didn't lower blankets. They didn't lower blankets, so then that takes feathers. They did a bunch of the fish ones, but not all the fish ones, though, because fish pie wasn't changed, right? No, fish pie was raised instead. I don't know. I was trying to see if I saw like a pattern or whatever. Anyways. All right, guys. Well, I plan on doing a video. And it's gonna be like quick, where I'm gonna very quickly go over the items that like were changed. I mean, if I don't do well, the thing is that I don't want to yet, though, Mace, because if these changes are permanent, that changes a lot of stuff. So, really, we need to wait and see what they're going to do with this. We need to see how this unfolds before I honestly, I think what I'm going to do first, if I'm being honest, is I'm going to make a video just talking about the beta and just explaining what beta means and just like that. But I'm not going to put out probably an official change video yet because I don't think this is going to be permanent. The way that this looks right now, I think it's going to change. So that is my guess. I think a bunch of this stuff is going to stay the same. I do. I think a bunch of it's going to stay the same. But I have a feeling with all the complaints, I think they're going to lower what it takes for pets. I think we're going to see changes reversed back on some of the crops. If they change the pets, or not the pets, sorry, the animals, I think we're going to see times change in our feed mills. Maybe, well, they're already pretty, well, no, I mean, this is fine. And this is fine, right? But like, we could use some decreasing in the pig and the sheep and the goat, though. Especially if they change that. I do think that there's going to be some tweaking. Yes, that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying, Mace. What do you mean they've already changed? Like, again? Like a second time? It's wild to see carrots and sugarcane at the same time. Oh, what was the original change? Yes, Katina, exactly. So guys, I'm going to speculate and say that we're not done with these changes. changes. I really don't think that we're done with these changes. I think that we're gonna see like more changes happen. So I would say strap in, buckle up, whatever you want to call it. Because I do think that there's gonna be. I'm gonna take advantage of this 10 minutes though while it's still here. That's for dang sure. Guys, what else should I throw in? I don't have any butter. I could throw in some chocolate popcorn though. I don't really care about that. I'll just go. What else? I'm trying to think what else is an easy one. I should do some sweaters. I feel like though, I think I'm gonna take my iPad with me over to. So I never told you guys what's happening tonight. So we're going over to pick up Chinese food. We're going over to pick up Chinese food, and then I'm going over to Logan's parents' house. We're gonna eat dinner together, and then Logan and his dad are taking out 4 Japanese members from Logan's company to the hockey game, the Blue Jackets game. So myself and Gigi, Logan's mom, gave up our seats so that they could take all the guys. So 3 of the 4 Japanese members are actually visiting here from Japan right now. And so Logan and Mike are taking them out to an ice hockey game. So, and I think they're going to have a lot of fun. I don't think that the 3 of them have ever seen a hockey game. So I think that that'll be super fun for them, and I think they're going to have a really good time. So me and Gigi are going to hang out together tonight at their house. So that's what we're going to be doing. I was going to bring over my cross stitch, which I think I'm still going to do. And then I'll probably bring over my iPad Pro and probably blue steel. I have a headache all of a sudden though. Yeah. And then we're just going to chill. I'm bringing my pajamas over there too. I'll probably go over in regular clothes. Like I'm wearing, guys, look how cute my shirt is, by the way. It's so cute. Logan got it for me in Japan. And then I'm just going to hang out with his mom all night. So I'm excited. So, all right, guys. Well, no, I'm going to come home to sleep. But, ooh, I'll post it in Discord. Boop. I'll go upstairs and take a picture of it right now. So, all right. I love you guys. It's a lot of information to absorb. I'm definitely going to make a video. It won't be as in depth. We'll go over more of this for sure. Katina was amazing to put this out. With Katina's permission, I'll probably do just like an English version of it. And condense it slightly, but I do think that this is going to change though. So, but anyways, all right. I love you guys. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Like Katniss, she can't be sick anymore. She's not allowed. All right. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Happy farming. Whittian is life.